You know how some days you can't even find words to pair up with feelings. I firmly believe that as long as you're not hurting anybody else, you are welcome to worship however you please. I firmly believe in the freedom of religion as a separation from church and state. And as long as you're not, sacrificing small children or helpless people, if you're not stealing money from people for jets and mansions, then you should be spreading whatever it is that you believe in. What frustrates me to no end immensely is that when people convert, whatever they convert into, they always kind of go overboard. What do I mean by that? Maybe you went from being a Christian to a Baptist. One of the main things is that Baptists are very hardcore. They don't typically drink. They take specific tenets much more seriously. As far as separating men and women, old school Baptists still do that. And so you might be harping on those to other people who are still secular Christians. And you're like, drinking is bad. God said drinking is bad. Drinking is really bad. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't sit unwed men with unwed women. They might get ideas about things. And they tend to put forth things that they newly believe, which may completely and totally contradict what they previously lived and believed. In the case of Doreen, I certainly don't wish any ill or think any ill for her regarding her newfound religion. I believe that if she thinks that's true, that she should no longer be accepting money for any of the things that she is now purporting via YouTube that are wrong and sinful. Her video today was kind of hysterical. She was talking about channeled books and how even some Christian channelers are being deceived, and I'm confused because biblical scholars will literally tell you about the historical meetings of the church that specifically note books being taken out of said edition's Bible and no longer being included in that Bible. So there is literal historical documentation about the church taking out books and putting in books. So the Bible that we have today isn't the Bible that we had ages and ages ago. Clearly. And some of the things she said specifically contradicted that. These are facts. We have historical facts that churches took out and put in different books into the Bible. This isn't a religious belief. This is literal fact. So to be able to tell others that if they're channeling something from a spirit, and that spirit says that it is a part of the Bible that was lost, or a book that wasn't included, that's wrong. Well, that's literally not true. There are plenty of books that are probably stowed lock and key away in the Vatican that will never ever see the light of day, unless you're a very particular high-level scholar and can read a bajillion different languages of that historic period, because obviously languages evolve and meanings evolve as well. And it's very frustrating for me for people to take liberties over historical fact and twist them to their current perspective. You can't change historic facts. The Bible is a book that has been edited and changed throughout time. Literally, like that's fact. It has been translated, it has been edited. There are a bajillion different versions. Specific words change meanings of very important passages. We know that all of this is true. But unless you're a biblical scholar or someone that's passionately studying world religions, it's not necessarily commonplace knowledge. What frustrates me is that someone who has recently converted to said religion is purporting certain things to be fact that aren't facts. That's kind of like a red warning sign to me. So I absolutely encourage you to do your own research, please. Do not feel that you need to convert because someone else that is famous has converted. Don't go book burning. Don't go throwing away cherished cards that are meaningful to you, that have helped you. I mean, gracious, even the Satanists these days are doing charity work. Oh gracious, it's very frustrating to me that someone is specifically telling lies when they should know better. Having written religious books previous to her conversion, she should literally know these things. Well, I certainly wish her well. I think it's important that we look hard at the facts and perhaps analyze the motivation from the person that it's coming from. I clearly have no skin in this game. I'm whatever religion you are, I don't care. I love you. Okay, but we need to establish facts as facts and not facts as beliefs. Okay, that's important. This is important. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for listening to my rant. If you have any questions, please use Google. No, message me. It really, Google. The history of the Bible is a very powerful thing that talks about socioeconomic policies throughout time and power shifts and changes. It is a very, very bloody book. The history of the Bible is a fascinating story, but one filled with facts, edits, changes, and just so much more. So please do your research if this is something that concerns you. If channeled books bother you, don't write them. Don't purchase them. But please don't harp on those who are doing something that they love and believe in and helping others. Make sense? Okay. All right. I love you guys. Talk to you later.